Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows That. Of course, I'm Diego. And today we're going to continue to talk about Boomerang. That's right, Boomerang from 1992, the Eddie Murphy vehicle that we all love so well. Okay, great movie. Great movie. I saw this not when it first came out. I rented it from Blockbuster Video. Yeah, that's how old I am. I rented it and I watched it on a black and white fucking TV. I was a teenager back then. Oh my God. But I love the movie. I love it a lot. I went out and bought the soundtrack and I used to listen to the soundtrack on my Walkman. That's what we called it back in the day, the Walkman. We put a cassette tape into a machine. There's a cord, you plug it in, put the earphones on, you walk around the city listening to your fucking music. Yeah. No internet back then, no iPads, no iTunes. None of that shit existed, all right? We did it old school, all right? There's some good music in there, a lot of really good music. The first time I ever heard of Toni Braxton was on that album. She actually did two songs. She did one song with Babyface, I'll Give You My Heart, whatever. And then that was a great song. That's the first song on the album. And then another one she did was Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night, which is a great fucking song. I still listen to that song even today, in my car, But it was good times, okay? 1992 was a long time ago, long fucking time ago. I was a kid back then. But, this would have been in my zeitgeist. This would have been the type of movie I would have saw, There was a different world back then. The fashions were different. The music was different. The movies were different. Everything was different than it is today. Like I said, no internet. There was no internet back then. Okay, that right there takes a lot of shit off the table as far as what we could and could not do. Okay, back in the 90s. All right, so we made do without that shit. Okay, there was no YouTube. Okay, we had VHSs. If you were rich, you had a laser disc, but that went out of fashion pretty fast. Not a lot of people bought laser discs. CDs were brand new. Okay, listening to music on CD, that was like cutting edge. That was like high tech shit. If you had a fucking CD player in 1992, I know it's fucked up, right? And we still did things like listen to the radio and stuff and watch regular TV. It was weird. It was a brand new network. We only had three networks. We had ABC, NBC, and CBS, and then we had a fourth one, which came out in 1988, and that one was Fox. Yeah, Fox was the fourth network. It's brand new. Wow. And that's what gave us The Simpsons. Yeah, it was a part of the Tracy Ullman Show. When they used to introduce the commercials for the Tracy Ullman Show, which was one of the new shows on Fox, they had the cartoon family. That was The Simpsons. And then they became popular. They got their own fucking cartoon in 1990, 2 years later, and they have been going ever since. Okay? I'm sure all those actors are fucking billionaires now. Okay? They never have to work again for the rest of their life. But yeah, The Simpsons was new back then. That was part of the cultural zeitgeist, And Eddie Murphy was on top of the world, okay? He done a lot of hit movies, Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours, Coming to America had come out around this time. So he was on top of the world. He really was, okay? And everybody just loved Eddie Murphy. And so this was like a vanity project for him. It was like, okay, I get to play a fucking player, I get to play the fucking, the Mac Daddy. Yeah, yes, that was a phrase we used back then. The Mac Daddy make you jump, crisscross will make you jump. Yeah, it's a long time ago, man. It was that idiots like fucking Tevin Campbell. You remember Tevin Campbell? That motherfucker, round Prince discovered him. He goes, we can take all we want to, but the world still goes around and round. Yeah, Graffiti Bridge. Remember that piece of fucking shit movie that Prince did? He did three movies. He did Graffiti Bridge, Under the Cherry Moon, and Purple Rain. Only Purple Rain was the good one. And we're not talking about him, though. Okay, so Eddie Murphy's there, okay, and he plays Marcus Graham, okay, who's this ladies' man. He's a player. He's a high ranking. He's a vice president of advertising for some fucking firm. It's bought out by Letty Eloise, so I guess he's fucking hawking perfume now and shit. I don't fucking really understand that business. Okay, but everybody that works there is black. I guess there's no affirmative action back then. No, not one white motherfucker in the movie. Well, there's a couple in the movie. There's no main characters that are white. Okay, so yeah, everyone's black there. Okay, all the executives are black. Even the low-level employees are all black. Everyone's black there. How'd they get away with that? But I guess they did. Okay, we're not supposed to ask those questions, I guess. So that's going on. And he's there. They got bought out by another company, Lady Eloise, okay, played by Eartha Kitt, the famous black Catwoman. from the Batman Adam West TV show. Okay, she plays Lady Eloise, and she fucks Marcus. Marcus, our main character, Eddie Murphy. He thinks he has to fuck her in order to keep his job, in order to get promoted and become the head of marketing for Lady Eloise. But it turns out she just lied to him. He fucked her, but she actually doesn't run the company anymore. She sold the company off. It went public 15 years ago. Okay, so the board of directors, who's in Paris, they make all the decisions, and they appointed Robin Givens' character, Jacqueline, to be the head of marketing for Lady Eloise. Okay, so they're acquiring Marcus. Okay, and so she's actually above him. Okay. And she tells him what to do. Okay, so now he's got to answer to a woman, which he hasn't had to do before. Okay, most of his staff has been fired; they've been let go because they were acquired by another corporation. But they kept Marcus on for some reason. I guess he's talented or some shit like that. Well, anyway, so he's a good advertising guy. So they kept him on, but he's gonna have to answer to fucking to Jacqueline now, played by Robin Givens, who is sexy. I mean, they make her out to be the most beautiful woman in the whole fucking world. But that makes no sense because this movie is full of beautiful women. So I don't know what would make Jacqueline stand out from the other ones. It's a trick that Hollywood plays. If you want the guy to fall in love with a girl in a movie, it's very important that you make sure that she is the most beautiful girl in the movie. Okay, they do that to guys too. Okay, in order for it to be believable, for you to suspend your belief and see the main character fall in love with a girl, okay, then she needs to be the prettiest girl in the movie. Okay, it's okay for him to date other girls, but they cannot be as pretty as her. Okay, it's an old trick that they use. They use it in action movies. They use it in rom-coms all the fucking time. The one I'm thinking about right now is there was one with Reese Witherspoon, okay, and Mark Ruffalo. Okay, I think it was called Just Like Heaven or something. Okay, where she's like a disembodied spirit. She's not dead, but her spirit's not in her body. She's in a coma, and so her spirit's haunting his apartment. Anyway, yeah, and so there is a rival for his affections. Okay, is the next door neighbor, and so he gets close to fucking her, but you got to make her, to be this fucking idiot, trashy person in order for him to fall in love with Reese Witherspoon. It's a stupid old fucking trick, but they do it all the fucking time, and that's what they're doing here. Okay, they're focusing a lot on how hot Robin Givens is, and they're not focusing on how hot some of the other girls in this movie are, like Leela Roshan, like Halle Berry. They're not really focusing on that, even though I would put those girls up there with Robin Givens, especially back then, and I would put Halle Berry above Robin Givens right now. Honestly, Robin Givens looks okay, but she definitely looks older than she used to. Okay, I mean, I saw her recently in fucking Batwoman. Yeah, I actually watched that piece of shit show, Batwoman. She actually turns out she is Batwoman's fucking biological mom. Yeah, in the third season, which they canceled it now. Thank fucking God. They should have canceled it after the first episode. But even that would have been too late. Yeah, it's a piece of shit. So I don't know. She's not really acting. She's acting, but she's not really acting in anything high profile right now. The last thing I saw her do was Batwoman. Okay, that's where Robin Givens is right now. Batwoman. She went from fucking head of the class and being married to fucking Mike Tyson to fucking Batwoman. Okay, yeah. Yeah, anyway, but she's the hot girl in this movie, okay? And there's really no difference between her and any of the other beautiful women in this movie. And I'm putting Tisha Campbell in there as well, Leela Roshan, Halle Berry, all the other pretty girls that are in this movie, even Grace Jones. There's nothing different about between Robin Givens and them. Okay, the only difference is Robin Givens is a smart kind of bitchy, take charge type of woman, a feminist wet dream. Okay, that's what Robin Givens is. She's a bitch to people. She's high-powered. She's bossy. She makes it very well known that she's in charge. Okay, when every room that she walks into, she's the one in charge. And that's who she is. That's her character. Okay, she's not all bad, nothing like that. She's not a villain or anything like this. I don't see her that way. I never did. Okay, but she's definitely a take charge kind of person. Whereas the other women in this movie aren't really that way. I mean, Strange is also a take charge woman, but she's a fucking psycho. Like she's a fucking psychopath. Okay. And Yvonne is just fucking, she needs to be with Martin, Tyler's character in this movie, played by Martin Lawrence. I know they were both on the TV show together, Martin. Okay, there were a couple on that show. But in this show, Tisha Campbell plays Yvonne. That's Marcus's next door neighbor, a woman that he fucked over. He fucked her and he lied to her or whatever. And now she's mad at him that he keeps bringing girls back to his apartment. I guess she's kind of hoping that he'll take her back or whatever. So she's just being a total fucking cunt and a half, trying to cock block him, trying to say all this fucking talk shit about him to his face. Even I hope your dick falls out. She's always doing that because she still likes him. That's why. Okay, but she's a beautiful woman too. Remember her in House Party when she was doing that fucking dance? You know, yeah, Gina from fucking Martin. Yeah, of course. Okay, so I'll put her up there too. But she's just psycho. Okay, she's always yelling and shit. Breaking her court order and stuff like that. Strange, that's Grace Jones' character. She's a weirdo, a crazy motherfucker. Okay, but she's a strong person, but she's fucking nuts. Like legitimately, she belongs in a fucking mental institution. And then you got Angela, who's a sweet, kind, friendly, the kind of girl that just punch you in the shoulder in a nice way, hi there, She's just she's every straight guy's wet dream, honestly. I mean, if they look like that, if only girls, acted that way and looked like her at the same time, oh my fucking God, dude. Guys would be fucking proposing left and right again. But that ain't gonna fucking happen. Anyway, so now Angela, actually, Halle Berry's character is actually the best one out of the four. I'd fuck all four of them. Leela Rachin, yeah, I put her up there too, but she's dumb as shit. She easily fell for fucking Marcus's lies, and if I was a woman, I'd be pissed off too. That here's the beautiful Leela Rachin playing a fucking dumbass for Eddie Murphy, I'd be pissed off too, because I've also dated several women before, and the way he does it, he doesn't have to. He's a fucking high value guy. He's got a high sexual market value. He's rich. He's good looking. He's cultured. He's funny. He's charismatic. Okay, he's got a high end job. Okay, he's very well respected by all the women and men that he works for. I mean, so a guy like that wouldn't have to bullshit a girl to get laid, but Marcus does it anyway. So go fucking figure. Anyway, I don't agree with that. Okay, he can easily get laid. He can tell a girl the truth and still get fucking laid. Yeah, I fuck a lot of women. Okay, fine. No, and then she spreads her legs anyway. Okay, because realistically, that's how it would be. He wouldn't have to fucking manipulate her. Okay, like he does in this movie. All right. So anyway, so where we left off last time is Marcus went to this gala event. Okay, I guess they're his company, Lady Eloise. They're gonna promote Strange. Which is, I don't know who the fuck she is. Grace Jones' character is a fucking weirdo, came out with a fucking whip and being carried on a chariot by fucking like 6 white male models that are pushing her. Yeah, I guess I got something to say about that, huh? Okay, and that's a big theme in this movie. Okay, is the people that make this movie, they don't really like white people too much. They really don't like white people too much, okay? And I'm sure maybe for a lot of angry black people that saw this movie when it first came out, I'm sure they made them happy. Okay, and I can say that because I'm not white, I'm actually Mexican. Okay, but if you look at the fucking credits, I mean, this movie was written by white guys. Okay, every fucking producer, with the exception of Eddie Murphy, is white. Okay, the studio that released this movie is owned by white people. So what the fuck? You're not striking a blow to anybody here. Okay, it's just an illusion. All right, but anyway, and I wish I could say things have gotten better since then, but they've actually gotten worse, a lot worse. Okay, so that's going on. They go to this gala event, okay, where they introduce Strange. She's going to be the future of the company, whatever. I guess they took on her fragrance, or they're going to make a perfume for her, and they're going to market the fuck out of that, okay? So at this party, we're introduced to Angela. That's Halle Berry's character. She works in the art department, okay? Then we see Robin Givens again. That's Jacqueline. She's in charge of the marketing department, okay? And then, of course, you got Martin there. I mean, not Martin. You got Martin Lawrence there playing Tyler, this wannabe alpha male. He tries to act alpha, but he's really a fucking pussy. He tries to act, oh, man, and shit. It's all racism. When he keeps doing this shit with his hands all the time, puffing himself. It's Martin Lawrence, okay? You know what you're getting when you get Martin Lawrence. And you got David Allen Greer, who's this beta male, very, okay, I have to be in touch with my feminine side, that kind of thing. Kind of like Antoine Merriweather from fucking In Living Color. Okay, that's who Gerard is. That's David Allen Greer's character, okay? He's a fucking pussy. All right, beta male all the fucking way. Easily manipulated, easily easily pushed around by women. And then you got, of course, he keeps him around. Marcus keeps him around because they puff his Peter. Okay, they inflate his ego. They keep telling him how great he is with the women and shit like that. That makes him feel good about himself. So it's all an ego boost, all right? So he's surrounded by people that make him feel good about himself, all right? Which, it's great if you got that. Most of us don't really have that, in a sense, okay? But it's definitely hero worship more than it is a friendship. Even fucking Chris Rock's character, Boney T, who works in the fucking mailroom, even he puffs fucking Marx's Peter too every time he walks in the fucking door. Just tells him, oh man, I bet you fuck so many hot girls and shit like that. I want to be like you someday, and that kind of thing. All right. So that's going on here. Okay. Finally, Angela, he speaks to Angela there. She catches him and does that. They have a little stupid ass conversation about how it's okay, how women, whenever they see a beautiful woman, they say, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful and shit. But whenever a man sees a handsome man, he doesn't say, oh my God, he's so fucking handsome, oh my God, look at those shoulders. No, they don't. Unless they're gay, they don't fucking do that. And that's true because we express ourselves in different ways. And she said, oh my God, no, you've seen a movie where you said you saw a guy in a movie once and you said, oh my God, that's a fine looking man. Yes, you have done that before. And he's like, no. I can't believe we're having this conversation. I mean, I remember seeing Billy D. Williams in Lady Sings the Blues, and I remember thinking to myself that he looks cool, but I don't want to just, I never felt like I wanted to jump on him and fuck him or nothing. Which is true anyway. So we end that conversation, and basically Angela leaves a hint here. It's pretty fucking obvious that Angela has the hots for Marcus too. Even though she just met him, I'm sure she heard about his reputation. I'm sure she already spoke to the other people, the other women that worked there, and they all already fucking gave his seal of approval, okay? He's already been pre-selected, which is true. Hey guys, this is a trick that I learned, okay? If you ever work somewhere there's a lot of girls, okay, find one, fuck her really good, really fucking good. She will tell all the other girls about it. Next thing you know, all the other girls are going to start talking to you. It's true. They're going to start wanting to hang out with you. You just became interesting now. You know why? Because you've been pre-selected. Okay? You've been pre-selected now, okay? Another woman already dated you. She gave you the fucking thumbs up. Now it's open season on you, okay? You see what I mean? That's how it fucking works, okay? Is it fucking fair? Of course it's not fucking fair. And do guys do this? No, we fucking don't. We tend to stay away from the girls, okay, that already fucked our friends unless we're just looking for a quick fuck, okay? But if we're looking for a girlfriend, we usually avoid the girls that our friends have already fucked, okay? Despite what you've seen in fucking chick flicks, guys don't fucking do that unless they just want to get a fucking busted nut and that's it, all right? Okay, but there's different rules in chick flicks about how guys act and how women act, okay? I'm telling you the fucking truth here. That's what I do on this fucking channel, okay? So he's already been pre-selected, so of course she's got the hots for him now too. Now she wants a piece of that action as well, but she can't because he's in love with her boss. Okay, well, he's not in love. He likes her boss, and she knows that he likes her boss. It's pretty fucking obvious. He's smitten with Jacqueline, okay? So we have to feel sorry for her now because she thinks she's not as pretty as Jacqueline, which the truth is all she has to do is fucking put a little bit more makeup on, okay, get some nice earrings, okay, and wear a tighter dress, and you're just as fucking hot as Jacqueline, okay? You don't need to fucking put Jacqueline up there on a fucking on a pedestal, okay? You there's plenty of room for you on that pedestal too, okay? So this is bullshit. I can understand if the girl was unattractive or if she was like a heavy or something, like that, and she has a crush on this guy, but he's blinded by his infatuation with this other girl. I could totally see that. That would be realistic. But come on, Halle Berry's just as fucking sexy as Robin Givens, okay? I would do both of them, okay? I wouldn't sweat one over the other, okay? If I was flirting with both of them, one of them turned me down and the other one didn't, okay? I wouldn't give a shit which one it was. I'd be happy to fuck just one of them, okay? Or both of them, okay? So, what the fuck, This is just manipulation to try to get the audience on her side. She's the good girl and Jacqueline's the bad girl. You see what I mean? But even though I don't really see Jacqueline as a bad girl in this movie, okay? She's just a woman who has her priorities straight as far as what she wants out of life, all right? So that's going on here. He sees her. He passes off Angela to his friend Gerard because he's a beta male and he falls for shit like that. He likes nice girls or whatever. And he knows, and even Marcus knows he's not a nice guy. He knows he bullshits women. He knows he's a player. That's who he is. And he's got his sights set on fucking Jacqueline. Now, why he has one itis on her, I have no fucking idea. Like I said, she's no prettier or uglier than any of the other girls in this fucking movie. So why the fuck is he focused on her? It makes no fucking sense. Other than she's his boss. Okay, but if she was his boss, then he would be trying to fuck her for different reasons. Okay, not because he's fucking fallen in love with her or he's infatuated with her like he is in this movie, but because, he wants to take her job. He wants to get fucking, he wants to know what she knows so that eventually he can take her position away from her, okay? But then we're getting to soap opera territory now, and that's not what this movie is. All right, so moving right along. What do you call it? He finds Jacqueline at the party, at the gala, and he runs after her, okay? And he tells her that he came up to give her his Mac Daddy vibe. Okay, yes, he says that's a phrase we used to use back in the early 90s, Mac Daddy. The Mac Daddy make you jump, jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. Yeah. Okay, so he's giving me the Mac Daddy vibe. And he does this whole fucking, this is it. I'm giving you my Mac Daddy vibe. Is it? Yeah, yeah, he actually does that in the movie, which is, I mean, Eddie Murphy can pull that off. Okay, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. All right, so that's going on here. All right, and all of its splendor, Mac Daddy vibe, and all my splendor. That's what he says. Okay, and he starts posing for her. Yeah, like I said. All right. Now, personally, I think this is bullshit. There's too much work without reward that he's doing here. Like I said, he's putting all of his eggs in one basket. He's trying really, really hard to impress this girl, Jacqueline. Okay. Now, I can understand a normal guy, you know, that isn't a fucking vice president of marketing for fucking Lady Eloise, okay, and doesn't wear fucking $3,000 suits, you know, and doesn't have a fucking $500 watch on, okay, and doesn't get invited to these multi-million-dollar fucking festival galas, okay, in his fucking tuxedo. A guy that doesn't have that stuff, okay, would do a lot of work to impress a girl. He would, because he would have to. He would have to stand out, okay. A guy like Marcus doesn't need to do any of this shit. Like, he's got one-itis, okay? He's focusing on everything on one girl. Why the fuck is he doing it? He doesn't even know her. He knows who she is, but he doesn't know her. Okay? They're not friends. She's his boss. She's his boss. They're not fucking friends. I can understand he's attracted to her, and I'm not taking anything away from that. Okay? But he's trying really hard to impress a woman that he barely fucking knows. Now, I can understand a normal guy, a guy like me or someone else, or maybe you guys, you know? You're over here fucking earning your fucking $75,000 a year or some shit like that. You know, cleaning toilets for a living or whatever. Okay, a guy like that, you know, we'll do that. We'll go out of our way to impress a girl. Okay, because she's not going to notice us if we don't. Okay, but a guy like Marcus wouldn't have to do that. You see what I mean? So that way it makes no sense that he would focus so much on one girl. Okay, this is a guy, I can understand. If he's a normal guy, us normal guys, we're not Mac Daddies. Okay, most of us don't fucking date 3, 4, 5 women at the same time. Okay, I know that's what you see in the fucking chick flicks all the time, and you always see that on TV shows. It's fucking not true. Some guys can do that, but it's very few percentage of men are capable of pulling that off. Of fucking 3, 4 girls at the same time without them knowing about each other, okay? And a guy like that, who Marcus is, he's one of those guys. He's one of that percentage of a percentage of a percentage. He's one of those guys. He's not gonna sweat one fucking girl. Okay? That's the problem with these goddamn rom-coms, these fucking chick flicks. They make you think that the girl's fucking one of a million. They're not. They're one of a million. And any guy that's a fucking player, professional player like Marcus would know that. He would know that, shit, I'm putting so much energy into a girl that's giving me nothing back. Why the fuck am I doing this? Is it the challenge? No, it's not the fucking challenge. Okay, now if you want to use that argument, well, but she's harder to get, so that turns him on. Okay, no, fine. He can still pursue her. I'm saying is he needs to focus on other girls as well. You know, he needs to focus. He's not doing that. He's not flirting with any of the girls. He's not talking to any of the girls. You know, he's not hitting on any of the girls. He's only fucking flirting with this one, and he barely fucking knows her. That makes no fucking sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense. If it was me, if I was Marcus, that would be like something I got on the back burner, something I'm working on for later. Okay, I'm gonna have to chip away at that a little bit at a time. I'm not gonna fucking throw everything I got in front of her right away and try to seal that deal as quickly as possible. No, I'm gonna work on her, find out more about her, find out what she likes, have some conversations and shit. You know, I'll sneak sex in there a little bit, but I'll just like sprinkle it on there. I ain't gonna fucking throw it all in your fucking face right away, like he's doing here. He's laying all the cards on the table right away. That's a player would not do that. A normal guy would do that. A player would not do that. Okay, so that's bullshit. But you know, we got to make a story out of this shit. So that's what they did in this movie. Okay, because it makes the girls feel better. Okay, to see him fucking simp for a girl. You know, to see a fucking player all of a sudden he starts simping for a girl. But it's not realistic. Maybe it's more entertaining. I definitely was entertained by this movie, but it's not realistic. All right. So anyway, so too much work without reward. Okay. Besides all the sexual harassment stuff that he's opening himself up to. Okay. It's more believable if she led him on. Okay. So if Jacqueline had led him on, had fucking done something to make him think that he's got a chance. Okay. Then I could understand him pursuing her. But if it was me, I would pursue her absolutely, especially if she led me on. If she was making me think that I got a chance. But I'd also be pursuing other women as well. You know, because you don't fucking count all your chickens before they're hatched, right? Okay, and Marcus, as a player, should know this. Okay, he's acting like he doesn't, but he should know this already. Okay, I don't give a fuck how beautiful she is. Okay, you barely know this fucking girl. Okay, you're practically fucking picking out her fucking wedding dress already, and you don't fucking know her. Okay, you see what I mean? That's too much effort for not enough reward. Okay, now like I said, if she was manipulating him, if she was leading him on, making him think that she's falling for him, then I could see him doing this. But his character would be too smart to let that happen. And, that's a different movie, That's like a fucking Fatal Attraction type shit there, okay? Anyway, so that's going on here, okay? It's more believable if she led him on that he would act this way. If she'd been manipulating him, which she's not manipulating him, okay, then I could understand him falling for it, okay? But even then, it'd be a normal guy that would fall for it, not a player like Marcus, all right? No player tells a girl that he's playing her either, okay? This whole thing, hey man, this is me giving you my Mac Daddy vibe, in all this splendor. Okay, no guy does that. Okay, when a guy's trying to seduce a girl, he doesn't tell you, okay, I'm trying to seduce you right now. This is how I seduce you, see? See how that little funny line I just gave you? Now I'm going to look at you like this. See that? Yeah, see, it's turning you on. It's making you wet, isn't it? Get over here, let's fuck. No, see, that doesn't happen in real life. It doesn't work that way, okay? Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, and Jacqueline says, like, I don't date men, I work with. Okay, and then all of a sudden she grabs him by the cheeks and she blows in his eye. She says he's got eyelash in his eye, and she's like, okay, now I can see it. Now I can see him trying to fucking pick her up, okay? Because now she is manipulating him, okay? She blew in his eye, and he calls her out and, oh my God, you just did that. You just blew in my eye all sensual like that. Come on, you did that on purpose. I know you wouldn't do that, and he does it in this funny way. He points out how seductive it was. You're just trying to seduce me now. You just blew into my eye, I see what you're doing here. And she's like, okay. She's like, Marcus, when and if I decide to seduce you, believe me, you'll know. And then she walks away from him, okay? Okay, so now she's leading him on. Now I can understand, okay, I think I got a chance with her, therefore I'm going to continue to pursue her. I'm not going to give up trying to flirt with her, trying to get in her pants. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to pursue it. That part's realistic because now she's giving him something back. But at the same time, I got to go back to my original argument, okay? I would be pursuing other women as well. I would have been pursuing Angela already as well, okay? She's clearly got the hots for me. I'd be talking to her also, okay? And I'd be going through my Rolodex, okay? That's what we had back then. We didn't save our numbers on our phones, okay? And I'd be looking up other girls too, and have my mind open to meet other girls, okay? I wouldn't put everything into one basket, okay? Anyway, next scene is Boney T. He that's Chris Rock's character, the mailroom guy. He tells them that they got a pool going on, a betting pool, in the company about how long it'll take for Marcus to fuck Jacqueline. Okay? Marcus is like, oh, no. It's professional, okay? She's a colleague. We work together, okay? He's like, oh, so what are you saying, like a week? That was a pretty funny scene. It's a little scene there, but it's cute. It's funny. Okay. So Strange, they're having a meeting with Strange. Okay. So Marcus is there. All the board is there. Everyone's there. All the advertising execs are there. Okay. And Strange is sampling this perfume. There's a chemist there. His name's Floyd or Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd. Okay. He's the guy that makes the perfume. He has it. He gives it to her. She smells it to see if she likes it, okay? And she's dressed in a fucking Buck Rogers outfit. She looks like right out of the fucking 1970s Buck Rogers TV show, okay? She smells the perfume during the board meeting, and she wants her perfume to be the essence of sex. The essence of sex. That's what she wants it to smell like, okay? So she takes off, she doesn't like the perfume that the chemist made, that Lloyd made for her. So she said, this is bullshit, okay? I want the essence of sex. And so what does she do? She takes off her fucking panties and puts it on his fucking face and puts it on his head. Okay, well he takes offense to that. Okay, and I would too. Like, what the fuck, bitch? You probably just pissed before you got here, okay? Now you're putting it in my fucking nose, all right? So he takes it off and he storms out of there. And Marcus runs after him because he's a good supervisor that way. And they pick it up with a pen. It's just tossing it at each other. They pick up the panties with a pen. They throw it to another person who picks it up with a pen and throws it to another person, And eventually it goes to Nelson. Now, Nelson is the guy that used to do those 7-Up commercials. He was Punjab from fucking Annie, that movie Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Yeah, okay. And he plays Nelson. He plays a guy who makes commercial. I guess he's a director or something. And he takes the fucking panties and he puts it in his pocket. He saves them because he's a fucking weirdo. Okay. So Strange, that's kind of person Strange is. Okay. She's a fucking weirdo as well. She's crazy. She's psychotic. She does stupid ass shit like this. She's dangerous. All right. So during the board meeting, she does that, all right? Marcus goes outside, tries to calm down the chemist, Lloyd. He feels humiliated, reasonably so. Okay, and he jokes with them a little bit and gets them to come back into the boardroom. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, they're trying to come up with a name. She came up with a name, several names for her perfume. Okay, Stranger did. Okay, she starts listing them all. She says Afterbirth, Steel Vagina. These are all names that Stranger came up with for her perfume. Okay, and then Marcus says like, well, no, wait a minute, Stranger. What are we talking about here? We're talking about you, right? This is your perfume, right? Your essence of sex with you. Okay, so it have to be something powerful, glamorous, sexy, intelligent. It's you. It's you, Stranger. That's the name. That's the name of the perfume, Stranger. It's you. You're all those things. It's you. Stranger should be the name. And everybody agrees with it. Even if you look at Jacqueline right here, she's just like, she's even like okay with it, all right? And Stranger is okay with it too. Of course she is. Okay, she's an egotist, just like he is. Of course she wants the perfume named after herself. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So she likes it. Okay. And they all like it. Everyone likes it. Everyone in the boardroom likes it. They, oh yeah, it's a good name. Stranger. We'll just call the perfume Stranger. Okay, good to go. All right. So they all like it. Okay. And Angela has a couple of words with Marcus, and she has to let it slip that she's going to go out on a date with Gerard. They're going on a date like next week or some shit like that, And then she walks away. I guess she's trying to make him jealous or some shit. I don't fucking know. Okay, obviously she likes Marcus. Okay, and she's gonna go on a date with fucking Gerard. Okay, Mr. Beta Male. All right, whatever. Okay, so Angela is now dating Gerard. That's what she tells Marcus. Okay, Jacqueline wants Marcus to work before a New Orleans conference. Okay. They got a New Orleans conference they have to go to, okay, and she wants to do some work with him before that, so he asks her out to dinner. Okay, well, let's talk about the workload we got, okay? How about we have dinner, at my place? And she's like, oh, I'm talking about work. I'm like, hey, I'm talking about work too. We got a heavy workload, you and me, man. No, if this was a guy, if I was a guy, you would be okay with it. You would totally be okay with it if I was a guy. We got a big workload. And so she's like, okay, fine. Okay, so she agrees to go to his place to have dinner. Okay, to cover the workload. All right. Okay, so of course he does his usual thing when she gets there. He sets up the flowers. He's already cooking the food. Okay, he's already wearing his nice clothes. He's playing the fucking the sexy R&B music. Okay, all right. And and she gets there and she's wearing these really tight fucking khaki pants. Okay. And she compliments his place. He's got a fucking bachelor pad, a nice one too, a real nice one. Okay, and she looks around. Okay, and he's setting up the dinner. He catches her talking to fucking Yvonne, the next door neighbor, and she's telling him shit about Marcus. Okay, so he pulls her away from Yvonne. Okay, like she's trying to warn him, like, oh my God, girlfriend, don't go in there with him. He's gonna lie to you. He's gonna tell you all this shit. He's gonna tell you his one and only. And maybe don't fall for it, girlfriend. Don't. So he pulls her away from Yvonne. Okay. The fucking bitch. Okay, trying to cock block him again. Okay, and she's like, you about look at me, look at you. You about my size, my weight. I tell you right now, he's gonna do it, doggy style. Meanwhile, while that's going on, Gerard shows up at fucking Angela's place, Angela's apartment, and her apartment's covered in fucking African artwork. I guess she likes that stuff. Okay, so he shows up there. Okay, he tells her that she's looking, that she looks great, and she says that he looks neat. Okay, and she shows off her artwork. Okay, and of course he's super indecisive. He doesn't know where he wants to go out to eat. She doesn't know where they want to go out to eat either. She was hoping that he would be the man and make those decisions, but he's not really a man. He's just in a man's body. He doesn't want to do anything that's going to offend her and that kind of. So he's like playing it safe. It's just stupid, very awkward, no chemistry at all. Okay, he's very indecisive. Okay, and then they talk about family and what they're looking for in the future. And she says she wants to have a lot of kids, and he doesn't. Okay, he's like nothing. And finally, at the end of the date, he's like, okay, well, should I do the kiss or should you? She's like, how about we both do the kiss? Okay, so we do like a friendly kiss, or should we do the hot butt naked sex kiss? She's like, let's just do the friendly kiss right now, okay? They do a And that's it, a little peck, and that's it. No fucking chemistry at all. And when he leaves, you can look the look on her face, and she's just like, "What the fuck am I? Oh my god, I can't believe I went out with this guy. I had a date with this fucker, this fucking loser." And I can understand that too. I would be that too. Okay. Yes, that's going on here. Jacqueline, however, is not impressed. He tries to tell her that he puts rosemary in the food that they're eating, and she doesn't even really give a shit about the food. She's scatterbrained. She's thinking about something else. And usually that's what impresses women when he explains to them how he cooked the food perfectly and shit. This is the dish that he makes all the time for the girls, you know, because he's used to getting complimented on his food. Okay, but she doesn't give a shit about what they're eating, you know, so that kind of pisses him off. Okay, you know, and she decides she wants to watch the fucking basketball game. She wants to watch the Knicks game. Okay, so, hey, can we just like go in the living room and watch it over there? Can I just bring the food over to the living room? He's like, yeah, because he's being simp behavior. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I do that all the time too. I eat my dinner in my living room all the fucking time too when I have people over. Yeah. Okay, so that's what they do. They go there and watch the game. Okay, he's got champagne for her, but she just wants a fucking beer. So, hey, give me a fucking beer, you know. And she's all about the game, watching the game, and he's bored because obviously Marcus is like a lover. He's not really a fighter. He doesn't pay attention to sports or shit that other guys do, you know. So he's kind of a sissy boy, a little bit of a sissy boy himself, you know. He's not in touch with his manhood, and not in that sense. He doesn't give a shit about basketball or sports or anything like that. He just gives a shit about fucking women. All right, that kind of thing. All right, so she's all about the Knicks game. He's bored. Okay, she wants a beer, not champagne. Okay, and she leaves. She's like, okay, well, thanks for dinner. Bye. You know, he's like, whoa. And she's like, well, I'll tell you what, Marcus. You can walk me to the elevator. He's like, oh, really? I can walk. You allow me to do that? Okay, well, great, fine. And he doesn't. I would have been like, no, it's okay. You know where it is. I got to see you at work tomorrow. Bye. You know, that's what I would have done. Okay. But I also would have tried more. I would have tried more to talk to her, you know, and during the commercials or something. I wouldn't have tried to impress her with my cooking or any kind of, I wouldn't try to manipulate her or nothing like that. Okay. I would have just talked to her about, well, what stuff do you like when you're not at work? You know, that kind of, that's what I would have done. Okay. But they can't do this in this movie because they have to make it so that Marcus is the weak one and that Jacqueline is the strong one. Okay. So we had to paint this picture of Marcus being a simp. Okay, he's turned into a simp for this girl, even though I have yet to know why. Like I said, if this was a normal guy, I could totally see it. I could see an average guy, you know, a guy that works at a fucking bookstore or some shit, who's got fucking Jacqueline showing up to his place. Yeah, I would be all about fucking trying to impress her, trying to make her happy, catering to her needs, all that kind of shit, being upset when she didn't want to fuck me that night. I could understand all that, but Marcus is not any of those things, all right? He's a player, okay? A beautiful woman being in his apartment, it should be natural to him. Okay, there should be no problem. All right. So anyway, but that's not how he's acting. All right, I'm gonna stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Boomerang. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon.